Hello everyone, this is Brian with Diamond Integrated Restoration. We are here on Mr. Cliff property, here in Georgia. Mr. Cliff been requested to record this video to submit it to Liberty Mutual Insurance. All right, we're recording this video because based on the reports and the estimate that was provided by the adjuster, it's been recommended to repair a few shingles on the back slope and the right slope. We are here recording this video not just to record a process repair, but we also are here to document everything what's going on this property. First of all, guys, I want you guys to understand all these shingles are coming off and are lifted because of the storm. We can see two things in here. We can see how this shingle it blow up underneath, that is down the corner, and then you can see how this one are lifted. Okay, and it's crescent. You see this lifting and crescent. Okay, one of the things that I see you is if you start seeing this thing is right here, right there. You can see right there on the knee, the shingle already come off from the nail. Okay, so that means is that every storm happen is gonna continue this and this. Look at this. Okay, so all this stuff, all these shingles are lifted, okay, and you can be able to see the nail underneath. Okay, so I kind of multiple on this side. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Actually 2 in there. It's 2, 1 on the bottom, 1 on the other side. 17, 18, and then right here 1, 19. Okay, I count 19 shingles on this back slope. You know, they're crescent, and it's because of the storms that we've been having here. All right, so here's what's going on right now. So the Liberty Mutual has been recommended to repair, you know, the back slope and the front slope. We got 19 wind damage. We also look at the exhaust and see if any hail damage, and you can see we chalk it out and you can see dents there. Okay, all right, you also can see dents in here, right here. Okay, and then I'll mark it out a couple of the shingles, see if there's any hail damage. Right there, right there, right there. Okay, so also on the front right and left, this is the front slope. Okay, and we find two things in here. We find in here there's some wind damage. We found 1 shingle crescent. Look at that. Okay, that's 1 shingle crescent, and then around 8 hit by hail. All right, so you guys can see this is the right slope facing the house, and then we're gonna go to the all the way close to the front. This shingles is blowing out, and a lot of these shingles are crescent. You can see right there. Look at this shingle crescent, another one's crescent. And there's literally, if you count 1, 2, 3, 4 shingles, and it's showing the drippage. Okay, and the nails are exposed, and it can create more water leaks inside the house. Then we saw another one here, shingle crescent. In total, I count the one on the right plus this one and this one, 7 shingles in total. And then on the left side, we're trying to see if there's any hail damage. And some shingles crescent. We can see 1 right here. Then 2 on the bottom. Okay? So 2 plus 1. And then over there, another one. Okay? 2 actually. 2, 3, and 4. 4 on the left side. I was trying to see if there's any dents for hail. There's not a lot, just a few. But anyway, we're discussing more because of the recommendations. Okay, when it comes to the front, I didn't notice it's actually the north side. The only thing I can tell you is the front is low. Okay, that is right here. This is actually left and front. Okay, front is low, they're connected, both is low. As you know, underneath is a valley or ice and water shale. So whatever is low you replace first, you have to remove the other one. For example, the front is low, is all the way connected underneath. The issue is when you remove this left side is low, you have to remove the shingles and the nails. When you do that, you're gonna break the shingles, because when you break the seal, remember this is laminated shingle, you're gonna break the shingles and you have to cut this section. When you get to here, it's gonna be technically too late, because it can damage these other shingles. Why? Because you can see it, they're all the way underneath. So, and they have valley or ice and water underneath. And that's one of the situations. It's gonna be so hard to repair. When it's come to the back slope, we have here a shingle, okay, that we're gonna be using. We're gonna repair one shingle on the back slope to show Liberty Mutual if this roof is repairable or not. Okay, so right here, as you can see, this is the shingle what we got here. Okay, we're gonna remove this 3-top shingle, okay, and we're gonna use a new one. Before I start the repair, I want to show you guys there's no damage around or on the top. Another thing about this is you can be able to see, okay, that we have to also break the seal. Okay, we have to break the seal, okay, in order to remove the shingle. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be using the snake tool that has been recommended by multiple adjusters and managers from Liberty Mutual, and I'm going to removing the shingle and putting the new shingle, and you guys going to see the result. At this point, I don't know if the roof can be repairable or not, and that's why the homeowner been requested to repair one shingle to see if it can be repairable. The issue is the inside is creating leaks. So we probably have to tarp it off these sections because they're missing already and expose it for something else. But again, we want you guys to watch this video first to actually see what's going on. So I'm gonna record the entire process all the way from this side, so you guys can see two things. One, that I'm not lifting the shingle more than 40 degrees, okay? And another one, you guys can see, okay? This is the back slope of the house. And the first thing what I have to do is I have to break the seal, okay? All right, so we already got here. Look at that, what happened. Okay, the shingle just break. All right. Okay, we already break the seal. One of the shingle already break. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove the nails. All right, we're ready to remove 4 nails on the bottom, actually 6. Now we gotta remove All right. Okay. You can see, look. All right, look at this. You see? The bottom, this shingle, you have to remove 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You got to remove 6 nails, okay, on the bottom and 6 nails on the top. So far, I want you guys to see this. What is the real problem? Just look at this. When you're trying to repair this shingle, this can happen. The other one can break. Okay? Another thing is the mat transfer. Look at the mat transfer. This is what really happened. You see? Look how the shingle there, Chris. Look. Mat transfer. All this is just damaged and damaged, okay? Now we're gonna continue to put the new shingle underneath, put the nails back, and show you guys what's really going on here. A little bit bigger size. Okay, this shingle look like a little bit bigger. So, all right, fit it in. Okay, so like that, fit in. Now what we're gonna do is put the nails back, okay? And show you guys specifically the results, okay? First nail in. Second nail in. We gotta put 6 nails. 6 nails on the bottom, 6 nails on the top. One of the things you guys can see is we're not lifting the chingle, not even 20 degrees, okay? All right, one more nail. All right. All right, guys, so here's the two problems that we see here, okay? And I'm gonna record the whole thing. First problem is we see here. We show you guys the mat transfer, and then we'll look at this. You see? Look. Okay? And we're not lifting the chingle more than 45. But look, it just damaged there. Okay? Look at this. Okay? Look. You see this? It break. Okay? And then the other one right here too. Look. It's just a break. You see that? Okay, and it break the chingle. This is me. If you're trying to repair this, okay, what's gonna happen is all the chingle is just gonna damage more and more, and this is what's gonna happen. Okay, so what we believe, based on the mat transfer, now this shingle, okay, the whole thing, it has to be removed, and it was mesh. The mesh transfer, you know, when you broke the seal, now everything is gonna be, you know, on seal. So every time we get a storm, it can create more damage and blow up the shingle. This is telling us specifically, if you're trying to repair this roof, it's gonna create more damage, okay? Everything is on video, everything is on documentation. The homeowner been requested, and that's why we're recording the whole thing, okay? So again, we do believe that this roof needs to be full roof replacement, not just because of the damage. You can see all this, but if we're trying to repair all this shingle, 19 shingles in here, that's the results we're gonna get, okay? So again, hopefully this video helped, and I'll just up the estimate. Also right now, one of the issues that we have is that we have 3 leaks inside. We're gonna be submitting the photos of the leak. I think that Justin didn't come out the inside the last time, but again, we went and inspect the inside and it's leaking. Okay, so it need to be out there regardless of this property. Hopefully this video helped to clarify why the roof need to be full roof replacement. Thank you.